Hi guys, hope you're doing well. My name is HTrade and welcome back to Road to Futures. So today, I would just like to ask you guys, have you watched the latest Wesley Trades video? Absolutely crazy, crazy cool. So basically you guys will start realizing that Wesley Trades is the boss. He's the man. And no matter his age, he's very responsible for his age. And he trades extremely well and he's very patient. He doesn't let his emotions get into the way of his trading career. Any case, at the end of the day, yes, as I mentioned before in my previous videos, I am a partner trader of Wesley Trades HQ. And take a look at this. So basically, let's have a look at the trades from my trades. You see under the Wesley Trades HQ Discord. Guys, the Wesley Trades HQ Discord is free of charge to join. So have a look at the link that's in my video description below. You will find the link there to the completely free trading community, Wesley Trades HQ, where I belong. And it is absolutely a very nice place to be if you're a trader. All right, cool. So long story short, let's have a look at yesterday's trades. Yesterday was absolutely amazing. Let's quickly take a look at the news though, because the news is currently a little bit strange due to the government shutdown at this point in time. Even today's news, there's nothing much to look at here at this point in time. So there's no time involved in this news event at all. It was supposed to be at 8:30, if I remember correctly, according to my announcements over the weekend. That's before the government shutdown has been announced. So it should have been 10 a.m. All right, cool. So here's all the events with their timing just before the government shutdown was announced on Sunday. Crazy. In any case, besides the point, let's get to the charts, right? So, and take a look at this beautiful trade that I caught this morning. Come on. I closed halfway because price reached the previous daily high. And I'm looking for a buy. I'm looking for a buy a little bit later on, closer to New York session. It depends when the 15-minute time frame is going to turn bullish, because at this point in time it's bearish. How do I see that? All right. The first thing that you see when a trend is trying to change, especially on the 15-minute, as I teach you guys over and over again, is it disrespects a bullish, in this case now, a bullish fair value gap. In this case, you can see it's bullish. So if I was to use the replay tool and go here, right? Let's do it one candle at a time. Right, at this point in time, what is the 15-minute time frame? It's bullish. Let's do this. Very small fair value gap there, no problems. Right, next, let's go. Boom, we're bullish. And suddenly we close below it. For whatever reason, during Asian session. Asian session can do whatever it wants. I have no idea. I have no quarrel about that. And then what happened after that? We started going back up again. We're still bullish. We're still bullish. We haven't even created a bearish fair value gap yet. We're still bullish. All right, another bullish fair value gap respected, and we went up. We're still bullish all the way. And what happened here? We started closing below that bullish fair value gap again. In this case now, take a look for me on the left-hand side. Before this happened, what did we do? We took out the Asian high on the 29th of Jan. Remember, session highs and lows is where liquidity sits. What did we do? when on the 30th of January, what did we do when we took out the Asian session low? We went up. What did we do when we took out the London session high? We went down. So liquidity sits at the top, at the highs and the lows of sessions, trading sessions, especially, yeah, literally every trading session. You literally have no idea when the reversal is going to take place. All you have to do is do what? Number one, wait for the liquidity grab. Number two, wait for the lower time frame to turn in that direction. But that's only step number one. Actually, it's not even step number one. What is the biggest step here that you need to take? We need to trade with the higher time frame direction. In my case, I use 4 hour and 1 hour as direction. 15-minute is only the entry model. This is why you can't just sell when you see a bullish fair value gap or a bearish fair value gap being disrespected. You can't just immediately start selling or start buying in the different direction. No, we're bullish on the higher time frame. Bullish on 1 hour, bullish on 4 hour. Right? But why did I choose personally to sell from here? Why did I choose to sell? Because we took out a session from another day. And if we are expecting to go even further up, as I'm suspecting price might do today, what do price need to go further up? Fuel. And that fuel is in form of liquidity. Liquidity. Currently, where's the liquidity sitting? Okay, here's one form of liquidity. Previous day high. No problems. Form of liquidity number 2. Just a simple 50% retracement. 50 to 61.8% retracement. Right, number 2. Number 3, a higher time frame confluence. 1 hour fair value gap. 4 hour fair value gap. We're already bullish on the 1 hour and the 4 hour. So what? At the end of the day, I expected price to start going down a little bit to tap into these liquidity pools before it reverses. And then I'm going to get my entry for a nice fat buy until at least 26,100. In any case, that's my idea. If the market is going to give it to us, that's completely up to the market. Completely. So yeah, any case, let's move forward. I entered the trade. We got an inverted fair value gap here. We got a new bearish fair value gap there as well. I went into the trade. My stop loss was here at the highs. We got a little bit of a retracement back into those fair value gaps. We went down. And eventually I took my stop loss to 50% level. After this move, I took my stop loss to here. And then I closed my trade when price hit this previous day high. Boom, there we go. All right. And that's it with this trade. So now take this was this morning's London trade. And as you can see, it was all documented in my trading journal here as well. All right, cool. So let's get to yesterday's moves. Yesterday's moves was initially, like I said, when price starts disrespecting a fair value gap, you just don't buy immediately, because the higher time frame is still in the negative direction, in the direction when price was moving at that point in time. You will have to wait for a liquidity grab of some sort. So in this case, there was a level on the left-hand side which we took. I think, yeah, there we go. So yes, we did take this one, but I was waiting more for it's for like at least an hour before London session, right? So I waited. I just started selling in the direction of the current trend. And I was stopped out. Yeah, there we go. I was stopped out. And then I saw price started turning bullish. And then I thought to myself, let's wait. And then price printed a new fair value gap, and then immediately 1 hour also started turning bullish. The moment that the 1 hour started turning bullish and the 15-minute time frame started printing a bullish fair value gap formation, I was in the trade. That's my cue to went into the trade, and trade went up. My initial take profit level was this motivation was the Asian session high. And then I just went out of the trade. Yeah, which is literally half an hour before New York Open. I could have just waited because New York Open usually does what it wants. So sometimes it spikes down and then you go back to break even or something like that. But the direction was bullish. The 1 hour direction was bullish. And take a look at this. Take a look at where I closed my trade and take a look at where price went. Price went all the way to the previous day's New York high before it started consolidating a little bit. Absolutely insane. Insane. All right, so that's exactly what happened yesterday. I'm not going to talk too much further with this. This is literally all that happened yesterday, as you guys can see. And was my direction on point? Yes, it was. Even though I hit the stop loss, no matter. It was perfectly fine. And this morning so far, let's have a look. Okay. Come on now. So far, we made a very nice reversal, a very small reversal, a retracement. Let's call it the retracement. After we took out this Asian session high of the 29th. And prices start going down. But this is a retracement. This is actually a 50% retracement. Let's take a look. Let's see there. You see, from Asian low to Asian high. 50 to 61.8% retracement. So when would I go into a buy trade here? I'm going to wait for price to close either above here or above here. Why? Because these are turning points in the 15-minute time frame. And most importantly, I want the bearish fair value gap to be disrespected. Meaning, price go up, close above it, retest, boom. This is what I'm looking for. But like I said, if the market is going to give me that, it's all about the what the market will give us. We can only take as much as the market give us at the end of the day. So yeah, it is what it is. I'm gonna wait until later. New York Open is in the next 3 hours. So yeah, let's see what the market give us further today. Any case, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Cheers.